Is it recording?
Yes.
All right, cool.
Been a while.
No, it hasn't.
Yes, it has.
We've been here this whole time.
We record 10 of these every day.
That's a lie.
It's not. Hello.
Hello.
My name is Mauro.
And I'm Dan.
And this is
Cool Animal People. Cool.
Do we have a cool animal person?
They're
today?
all cool animal people, but
Yeah.
we have a very cool animal, but more specifically, a very cool cat lady.
Cat. Yes. Nathan the cat
Nathan,
lady.
I was expecting you to be like
Yeah.
Nathan the cat lady.
the cat lady.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you crushed it the entire time in the podcast, and then just now
I'm not good at picking out. No, because
dropped
when you do something, it like with plans for me to follow
but
it.
you didn't know the plan.
No,
Yeah,
but-
like when we were talking
No, when I
during the
make
podcast,
when I make them up myself, I can do it. But when you try to,
feed it to you,
feed it to me,
like,
I can't.
Just lob you
I can't.
like an underhand
I
toss. You can't hit a home run.
No alley oops for me.
It's weird because I feel like you've done well with alley oops.
Yeah,
Moro's
I did.
7 feet 6 inches. He actually plays for the New York Knicks.
This is a great intro.
So how are you guys doing? It's
Been a while, but we're talking about. It's not about us. It's not about you. It's not even about humans.
none of us even. This is all insignificant.
None of this
One day
matters.
the sun's going to expand and everything that you know and love will be gone.
Explode, not expand.
Well, it's going to expanding is
explode.
exploding if you
Yeah.
think about it.
Well, the universe is going to just keep
Well, the
stretching
universe
and
continues
stretching,
to expand.
and then it's going to shrink, and we're going to collide with all neighboring galaxies, and everyone's going to die.
I don't think we're going to be around for that though.
No, I don't think so. But today we're talking to Nathan the cat lady, who is a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
And a super amazing personality.
Very talented.
We were like tired today, and
I wasn't.
you know what? We were
feel
tired,
great.
and we didn't know how it was going to go. And Nathan just lifted us up with his bubbly personality.
Yeah, I
and
always feel
amazing
more
anecdotes.
energized with him.
Yeah, a lot of energy. He's done amazing work, amazing TNR work. He is close personal friends with Sterling Trap King Davis, who we've spoken to. And yeah, just do a quick Google search on him before you keep.
Or don't. You can do it
don't.
afterwards.
Or you
Listen
can
to
learn
it.
about him.
Slam that subscribe button.
Yeah,
Hit it. Hit the
Just slam this-
like, comment, and subscribe.
but watch this amazing conversation with Nathan the cat lady.
Wait, before we go, take 1 second, hit pause, go to Instagram, and follow Animals Podcast.
Do that too.
Do that also. Now you can go listen.
Okay. Here's Nathan.
Here's Nathan. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are here with none other than the world famous Nathan the cat lady. Nathan, thank you so much for joining us.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me on, guys.
We're excited to have you here.
All right, so cats.
Cats?
We did Jackson Galaxy, Sterling, and Lee came on to talk about Tabby Dates, which Nathan will talk about later
Absolutely.
on. We don't want to give
course.
anything away.
Yes. Spoiler alert. It's
I have a
dating
cat of
app.
my own. Cats are wonderful, and we just saw a cat behind you. Hopefully, she comes back. But can you tell us how you became Nathan the cat lady? Because it's not an easy title to earn, and it's years.
Yeah, what's the origin story here?
Give me your villain or superhero origin
Why is he
story.
a villain?
Because we don't know yet. We don't know.
That's
Guys,
true.
You don't know those plans yet. I've kept those very secret. So, origin of Nathan the cat lady. Like, I grew up with cats and dogs. Loved them both. Always had a thing for cats. Was like, hey, maybe someday I'll go into zoology and study tigers and lions, and had all the posters and everything. And then I was like, well, no, I want to go into acting and do that world. So I went and started modeling in New York, and then came out to LA. And then my first roommate came up to me one day. He's like, hey, can I get a dog? And I knew that roommate would not take care of it. You know those people you're just like, you don't
Yes,
do it. You're
yeah.
useless. Anyway, I was like, no,
Yep.
you can't, because then I'll have to take care of your dog, and I don't have time for that. So he was like, all right, can I get a cat? I was like, cats, they pretty well take care of themselves. I was like, sure. So 2 months later, I'm scooping the litter boxes. I'm taking care of the cat, feeding, of course. And
It's your cat.
Yeah, and it got to the point where every time we'd leave, the cat would like beg me to stay. Like it would like climb up and
Aw.
crawl on me and cry. And I was like, all right. I was like, dude, let's get your cat a friend. I'll split the cost with you. It's your cat. I want Pickles to have a friend. So we got a second cat.
Great name.
Yeah, and they bonded. They were best friends. And then a couple months later, he was moving out, and I was like, hey, you're going to keep them together, right? And he goes, I don't know. I might get rid of one of them. Ginger kind of sucks. And I was like,
oh my God.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take your cats and keep them together. And he just said, oh, well, if you want them, sure. I was like, oh, that is a good decision then if he just did not care. So I took them. Cut to a couple of years later, my girlfriend's mom found a little kitten on the side of the road, brought her back to foster her, and of course Ginger picked her up and started grooming her like it was hers, and I was like, screw it, I already have 2, who cares? And then moved in with my new roommate, and he's like, hey, my ex, we got 2 kittens together, do you mind if one comes and stays here? And I was like, sure. Like I knew Princess from when they got her, like I've known her since she was a kitten. I was like, I love Princess, bring her in. So she joined the group, now she's part of the pack, and then it was just kind of a thing. I was trying to build up my Instagram for acting, and we did a little skit, and it just took off. I was like, wow, okay. Did another skit with the cats, took off, and then did regular skits, and people were like, oh, where are the cats? I was like, all right. So I did a video.
We don't care about you.
Yeah. Well, then I did a video with just the cats, and they were like, oh, this is cute, but like, why aren't you in with them? And I was like, all right, so they want me, and I got it. So I did a couple more, and I got up to 25,000 followers pretty quick, like in a couple of months. And I was like, I think this is a direction. And I tried Cat Daddy as a name. Terrible idea. First of all, I didn't know Jackson Galaxy at the time. I didn't know he had that. And
what were the DMs like?
I was just going to say, that night, I did not know how many people in the world needed daddies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like, they all
They're
need
a commodity.
Daddies. Like,
they're a commodity.
Oh, my God. It's just like, oh, hey, daddy. Oh, I need a daddy. Whoa, where's my dad? I was like, God, like, no, this is not what this is supposed to be.
It doesn't matter what the first word is. As long as it includes daddy in the title, people will flock to the daddy title.
And that's when Nathan created his OnlyFans.
I was gonna say, it could be like Corn or the daddy, and they'd be like, oh, cool. Let's go. But yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'm going to do something funny. And the girl I was dating at the time was an influencer in the cannabis realm. And I was writing skits for her and filming skits and acting in them. And people always call me like, oh, the crazy cat lady guy in your skits. I was like, I kind of like that. Crazy cat lady, like it's already funny.
Yeah.
So I just made it Nathan the Cat Lady. And people just loved it. Like the first day, they're like, oh my God, I love the name. And it kind of just kept going. And then I started doing more videos and then traveling to cat conventions. And it just kind of just took off from there. And now partnering up with Sterling, we've been doing the rescue all over the world, or not world, the country. Like this year, we've gone to like 6 different states and done cat rescue and cat food donations, and it's been pretty cool.
That's awesome. And shout out to Sterling. We absolutely love Sterling. Sterling is a fantastic
Sterling Trap King Davis. Shout out. If you're listening, we miss you.
Yeah, literally just dropped him off at his dad's place like 10 minutes ago. I was like, hey, I have to do this podcast. Let me drive you home.
Should have brought him in. We would have had a blast.
I should have. I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been upset. We love him.
Yeah. Good to know. We'll have to do a follow-up with both of us.
Yeah. I like how your origin story was it's got sort of an accidental factor in there because you didn't think about yourself getting 4 cats. It just kept it just kept exponentially getting there. Like started with 1 100%. And then you wanted to keep 2. You have 4 cats right now.
Yes.
4 total cats.
What are their names?
What are their names? Yeah.
There's Princess, Pickles, Ginger, and Annie. Let me see if I can.
And we got the pictures here.
Here they
for
are.
Everyone.
Oh, okay. I was gonna.
And yeah, you can show us. Oh my
God! Stop it.
I was gonna.
It's my favorite photo.
That was my segue. I was gonna direct people to your website, NathanTheCatLady.com, where the first image you see is Nathan and the 4 cats sitting in front of a TV with a UFO coming out. Like, who did that? Shout out whoever did that.
So my friend Tanya did that, and she's such a good photographer and amazing with Photoshop. Like everyone's like, how'd you get him to wear the tinfoil hats? I was like, I did not. That is all Photoshop. But it's so seamless.
It looks really good.
It looks like it could be a still of its own, like either short film or feature film.
Right? That's on my business cards. That is my favorite. Like I want to make posters of that. That's
so
my favorite photo of all time.
This is a great photo. So for those of you watching, here's the beautiful photo. Yeah, you really can't beat this image, honestly.
You can't. Like, it's the best. I mean, it's literally my screensaver on my phone. I love this image so much.
Sorry, we're scrolling through your website now, looking at all the photos.
Oh,
so you came into this, into LA, wanting to be an actor and stuff like that. How have things pivoted from, you're just going out to do gigs, to, obviously I feel like with anything anyone does, they want to know, all right, how many people are following you on TikTok? How many people are following you on Instagram? Has this had a positive impact on your career?
Oh, absolutely. Because that's why I started Instagram, like pushing Instagram. Because before, I had 4 commercial auditions where I went to the casting, went to the callback, and then got put on a veil. Which, for those who don't know, that means they're like, "Hey, save this day. We're probably maybe going to use you." And then they said, "Hey, producers and casting want to see your Instagram." I was like, why? I have like 700 followers and I posted the cereal I had for breakfast today. Like, it's not exciting. And they looked at it and then they're like, okay, they're releasing you. I was like, why?
Wow.
Like, I did, I can do the job. I auditioned, like you saw it. So started building my page. And then once it took off, like this year alone, or last year, I filmed 3 features, was the lead in 3 different features.
Oh, that's awesome.
It really was the Instagram was the deciding factor. One of them, I did the casting, and they were like, hey, we really like this guy. We're going to have him come in for a chemistry read. And my agent was like, hey, check out his Instagram. And they looked at my Instagram, and they looked at like all the videos, and they're like, oh, no, this guy knows what he's doing. Done. He's the guy. And I didn't even have to, like, they on the spot booked me for that. And it's really helped me kind of build up the acting, along with this was supposed to be just kind of a side hustle thing. Yeah. And now this is turning into a full-blown career. We've got the dating app, which we'll get into. I've got my online merch, the cat beds, sponsorship deals, like traveling, now rescue stuff with like so many things. This little side hustle has turned into like a full career, along with the other jobs and careers that I'm trying to build on the side. So it's definitely keeping me busy.
That's beautiful, because also you are creating content with your cats. Like, cats,
doing it with your pets is always a fun.
Your children, you're creating content with your children, and it's, to me, that's like the best of both worlds, because these roles that you're getting in the features it's not a movie about a giant cat that's taking over the world. Like,
unless it is it?
Unless
about a
it is,
cat that's taking over the
not
world?
yet, but believe me, I'm trying.
But like, it's so amazing that something like that was able to evolve or further your career without having anything to do with that career,
right?
Well,
and it's so funny, because my mom. So in high school, I used to do the Friday announcements, which was like announcements for the next week. We would make little skits and film them and edit them, and every Friday it was like, oh, Friday announcements, what's coming up next week? And my mom would always say, she's like, these Friday announcements are coming back. Like, you're going to do these someday. I'm like, Mom, when am I going to be able to do short little skits and make money on it? Like, that's stupid.
Your mom was ahead of the game.
Dumb idea,
Your mom was ahead of the game.
I was like, no, like, I'm going to be an actor. It's going to be a real project. And then, I was like, but I do want to do something with animals. But I was like, there's no correlation. And then to come back now doing short skits with cats, still acting, it was just so weird, because like Instagram wasn't around in high school. It like didn't exist. I had a VHS camera. Like, that's ridiculous. And now I film everything on this little thing. It's just crazy.
It's wild how much that's changed. I'm still going through your website, man. I really, if you guys, we're going to scroll through it. I love the t-shirts. I love the hoodies.
That's NathanTheCatLady.com for people. Yes. You can scroll with us if you want to visit. This is fantastic.
Who did the cartoons of you?
A couple of people just did the cartoons, and actually I just got, you guys won't have this image. One of I have a 6 foot tall cutout of one of the cartoons that I used for CatCon a couple years ago, and the girl who drew that, she kind of fell off the face of the planet or the earth. She hit me up the other day and she goes, hey, I just did an updated version of your image. What do you think? And it's
my God,
it's so good.
That's amazing.
I love this image.
That's like a Renaissance painting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so amazing. And we're actually talking, and I was like, can we animate this? Can we start making little cartoons? And she's like, oh, I can animate it. So there's actually some talks of us doing some cartoon skits now. And
that's huge. Right now, that's
Cat Lady, the cartoon. I like this.
Yeah.
What about
absolutely.
Whiskers, the big red cat?
What's Whiskers of a big red cat?
Well, like Clifford, the big red dog.
Oh, gotcha. I thought that was already a thing. I was like,
yeah, that sounds good. There you go.
All right, so this is the idea. we will produce the movie.
He wants royalties.
I want to be involved. Honestly, I just want the IMDb credit at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything he can get executive producer credit on.
yeah, like
he'll-
give me the EP credit, and that's
Yeah.
all I want. So Whiskers
Fair
Whiskers the big red cat. You heard it here first.
I like it. The big red chunk.
So you said you've been doing TNR work with Sterling and all over the country. How has that been for you?
Oh, it's been amazing. Like, it definitely opened my eyes to how bad it is.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, the first one we did was in Tampa, and we went down. We're like, all right, let's go trapping. And we walked into this neighborhood, and it's kind of like when you're going to buy a new car, and you're like, I want a Jeep, and then you see Jeeps everywhere you
Yeah.
go. It was like, all right, we're going out to rescue cats, and we walked in this neighborhood, and it was just eyes, like everywhere. The first time we went out, we caught 9 cats in about 2 hours.
Wow.
And I was like, this is ridiculous. And I just remember, like, I caught my first cat, and I was so excited. I was like, okay, we need to keep doing this.
Yeah.
So far we've done Tampa, Baltimore, Atlanta, Colorado. We're going to Albany next week. We've just been going all over the place. It's been really
Yeah,
cool.
there's no shortage of
No.
needs in that department. I feel like
Oh, no.
every state could use some TNR sponsors because it's tough. It's tough to get people
Yeah.
involved, get people educated, knowing what impact TNR has on the cat community and the human population also. Like here we see cats, like they're all already TNR'd because we see the fun fact for people. Dan
Yeah,
didn't know before
I didn't know about
we
it.
interviewed
Was
Sterling.
it was Sterling. Like every
little
time I
snip.
talk to anyone who I consider to be a cat expert, I feel real cat stupid. So I finally feel like I finally caught up on my cat knowledge.
Yeah,
But
no, because we were walking right before we interviewed Sterling. We were walking down to get some coffee, and we saw a black cat, just like having food because people leave food out for
Right, of
all.
course.
Yeah,
for
there's a
strays
colony
here.
like right around
yeah.
the corner
I
from
was
our
like, look,
office
that
here.
cat is
Nice.
TNR. He's like, what?
I was like, how do you know that?
didn't know that.
How do you see this, like the space scar from here?
If it makes you feel any better, I 3.5 years ago, before I was even Nathan the Cat Lady, I just started my page. My ex house, she had a couple of feral cats, and they had kittens, and I was like, oh, what do I do? And someone was like, hell, get them TNR'd, contact someone.
Yeah.
Someone came, they picked up the cats, the kittens, and when they brought one of them back that I was feeding every day, he had the snipped ear. I thought he'd gotten in a fight with a raccoon. And I was like, oh no, he's only been back for a day. He's already been attacked by a raccoon and like his ear bitten off. And then it wasn't until like a year later, they're like, yeah, we snipped ears. I was like, oh.
A raccoon with
Okay, that
scissors
makes
because
way
that's a
more
very straight cut. For
I was
a
going to say, I was like, dang, that was a very like clean cut.
Methodical
So
cut.
don't feel bad. I didn't know for a while either. So we're
Yeah.
all learning here.
We're all always learning, right? Isn't that what it is?
Yeah.
I feel like just like the cat world in general doesn't always get the same amount of love that the dog
Yeah.
world gets.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly.
It's such like an
Not at all.
underserved population, and it's always like, yeah, I'm sure you've heard of people being like, oh, I hate cats, I don't like cats. And my answer to that has always been, if you haven't spent time with a nice cat,
Yeah.
that's all you need. Like, yeah, there are cats just like
Yeah.
dogs that are kind of buttheads.
Yes.
But all you need is that one cat that is
one
sweet
cat.
and affectionate. You're gonna be like, holy crap, cats are amazing. Because
Well,
like I didn't.
Jackson put it very like in a nice one-liner. He said, "We have to stop comparing cats to dogs.
They're not the same animal.
You have to treat them differently because
Yeah.
they are different species. They are different animals, and people like I've said it. Oh, that cat acts like a dog because it goes belly
Mm-hmm.
up and lets me. No, that cat acts like a nice, affectionate
A nice
cat.
cat, yeah.
And I'm sorry that I have perpetuated the stereotype of comparing cats and dogs and
Yeah.
pinning them against
It's
each
terrible.
other. But I'm sorry. But now
I get it.
I'm the proud friend of a lovely cat named Kevin Linguini, and I love him to death. And he's a goof.
He is a
He's
great cat.
He's an idiot, and I love him so much.
Shout out to where'd you get him from?
The No Kill Project.
Yes.
Yeah.
Isabel. Yeah, because I didn't grow up with cats, so like I've loved all animals, but I was always partial to dogs. I started working at an animal hospital before I started my business, and there was this amazing cat named Polka, and she was like the hospital cat. Pocahontas was her full name, and
Of course.
she was the most incredible cat I've ever met. She would like if I would like lay down to take a nap, she would just come curl up on my chest. She would like cuddle with you. You know when you like scratch their butt like right by their tail, they do their little nibbles and stuff like that. Oh my god.
cute.
She was amazing. And from there on out, I was like, cats are incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know how anybody doesn't like
It
cats.
was a full Pocahontas John Smith story that you had.
That's exactly what it was. We fell in love. We lived happily
saw the
ever
colors of the
after.
rainbow, or the colors of the rainbow.
Yeah, it was a Disney movie.
Yeah, love that.
But-
Well, that's why I tell people that it's funny. I'll have people that are like, "Oh, I hate cats." And I'm like, "Well, have you ever been around one?" Well, no, but they're just so mean. And I'm like, well, "You haven't been around them. You have to experience."
That's the media. That's the media perpetuating that, saying that cats are mean.
100%. Every cartoon you see, a cat.
The cat's always
cat.
the asshole.
I always tell
The mean one.
Ugh.
It's not fair.
I always love to say though, a mean cat will swat your hand. A mean dog will put you in the hospital.
Oh,
You've
yeah.
never seen a cat attack on the news, but you've seen plenty of dog attacks.
Wait a
so
minute,
if that's
no.
the road you want to go,
I do remember, and this is not to perpetuate anything negative about cats.
no, you're good.
There was a news segment where a family got locked in their bathroom because the cat was flipping out on one of them, and they called 911
From the bathroom.
And I'm so sorry if that family ever listens to this. We don't mean to laugh at your pain, but it was a very
laughing.
entertaining
That's
phone
hilarious.
call.
That is amazing.
Because you know
You
what
hear the cat like
you know
wailing
what
in
an
the background.
angry cat sounds like, and
Oh, that's terrifying.
it is just screaming. They're like
scratching at the door.
it's scratching at the door, and they're like, "We can't get out. We need you to send somebody." And they had to like break down the door
Which
of
it
the
was
house.
probably just hungry.
He just wanted a snack.
Wanted wet food.
Yeah.
I'm sick of this fucking dry food. Give me some goddamn wet food. But yeah, that's the only
that's amazing.
cat story I could think of there where there was any sort of fear from action. They had to hide in their room.
But to counter that, have you seen the one where the dog is attacking the 7-year-old and the cat comes out of nowhere
Yes.
and
Tackles
body
it,
slams
yep.
the dog? Love that video.
Oh man, that's like such a different situation that you're
Yeah.
used to hearing. Like it's usually the dog attacking, I don't know, a fucking cobra or a
Right.
snake,
Yeah.
whatever. But a cat that has everything against it. The media fucking hates cats.
Yeah.
They're always mean in the movies. They're always mean in the cartoons.
Yep.
And here it is, saving the life of a little kid.
Wasn't there that I think
Yes.
I feel like you've seen this. There was that video. It's a little kid. It's on the balcony, and the cat is kind of like on the stoop, and the kid is going towards the edge, and it keeps just whacking it in the head to make
to go
the
back.
cat like, stop it. You're gonna die.
Yeah,
Stop
just
that.
go.
Stop that.
Go.
Stop that.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
All right. So you've been doing work with Sterling. How do you think that has helped to change people's perception of cats? Like the work that you're doing, the work that Sterling's doing, the work that Jackson's doing. How do you think that has impacted public perception of cats and all things feline related?
Yeah. Well, that was like a big part of what me and him were both trying to change. I was trying to change the perception of cat people in general.
Yeah.
Like, hey, it's okay to be a crazy cat lady. We're good people.
Yeah.
Sterling was trying to make it, hey, it's cool to help cats. Like, he's really into trying to get the black community involved with rescue. Like, hey, guys, it's okay to be compassionate.
You don't lose
And,
cool
like he always
points for
says,
compassion.
You don't look 100%. I love that. And so he's been trying to build that. And so now us partner together, it's kind of like, hey, guys, it's cool to be a crazy cat lady. He's like, it's cool to be a rescue. And now we're both saying, guys, you can be cool. You can help cats. And look, they're cool. They're sweet. They need help.
Yeah.
We're getting videos rescuing these little kittens underneath cars. Like, it's one thing to see an attack on a like a YouTube video where a cat is like swatting someone.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, cats are mean.
Yeah.
Or a cartoon where they're attacking. But you see a little kitten under a car, and then you see two, like actor, model, cool rap star going and saving these
Yeah.
kittens and being like, kittens. I feel like it's making it like, okay, no, it's okay to care. Like, we don't have to. It's no longer trendy, or getting there. No longer trendy to just crap all over cats. You
Yeah.
know, like, oh, cats are dumb. They don't need our help. They're
so
vermin.
smart.
And you see these little kittens.
They're like annoyingly
You
smart.
see 'em so smart. It's so frustrating, especially in the mornings when Pickles wants to wake me up, and I'm like, my eyes are going, and he starts like doing this. I'm like, all right, man, let's go feed you. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like the combination of the two of us has just been really good for, a couple. Not only just getting more guys into rescue, he's bringing the ethnicity into the rescue, and then especially in these times, the fact that him and I are friends, it's something that we have faced issues with. We had a problem a couple weeks ago. We did what we thought was a funny skit where we didn't bring race and we didn't consider race because we're just we're just friends. We avoid that stuff. And people were like, we don't like the way this looks and blah, blah, and started attacking me, started calling him racial slurs in an attempt to defend black people, which I didn't understand. And eventually I pulled the post. I didn't want to pull it. I put up a thing saying, look, we're friends. I'm not going to treat him any different. Deal with it. And then, but he just got so much hate. And I was like, I can't keep, like, he's getting too much
that's one
hate.
of the things that you like, especially now in the internet age of everyone just getting upset, finding something to get upset over. Like you have to, and it's exhausting in a sense, because you have to find every single aspect of something that you thought was harmless, funny, and something that could bring awareness to an issue.
I was trying to be helpful 2 days ago. I put captions on a story and said, hey, people have been asking for this. Like, here, these are for the hearing impaired community. I don't know much about the community, and I got 4 or 5 messages. Hey, hearing impaired is actually derogatory and offensive. Please use the word deaf. And I was like, I don't know. Sorry, I'll just not type it anymore.
You get no points for trying.
Nope.
And
no
I
points
think
for
that's
trying.
the part.
There's always something wrong.
That's like frustrating. It's like, for the most part, I think most of the people who are out there creating content who aren't out there to create like, divisive stuff.
Incendiary
people
content.
are trying, the world moves so much faster than it used to. Information spreads so much quicker. And I think everyone, for the most part, is trying to do their best to make sure they're inclusive, to make sure that they are not doing or saying things that could be considered offensive or off-putting, because you really do want to do your best to accommodate all groups of people from all walks of life. But sometimes, like, if you get it wrong,
one thing, you could miss one little thing.
All you got to do is, hey, again, I'm a straight white man. Nobody wants to hear this shit from me. But like, I feel like at the end of the day, like, you could just shoot a message like, hey, I appreciate the fact that you're trying. The best way to say this would be this. But again, nobody wants to fucking hear me talk about this.
Well, it's hard too, because now, there's an expectation that, the news is supposed to come from influencers. Don't listen to the news from us. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I don't watch the news. I hate the news. I don't trust the news. And so when people, like, with the whole Israel thing, I don't even know what was going on. And people were, I was rescuing cats and filming and running the merch store. And I just bought another property that I'm trying, was getting rented. Like, I'm trying to do all these things. And people were like, wow, really? You're not going to talk about what's going on in Israel? Like,
they wanted you to post. Right. If you don't know. I feel like that would be, if you're not aware of something and you're trying to bring light to it.
Super irresponsible, right?
Exactly. Because you're bringing.
If you're not, like, I am not going to be out here spouting about how to solve the issues in the Middle East or dealing with, food insecurity problems. Like, I talk about things that I know about, and I barely know the things that I talk about. Like,
I always say, don't listen to me. I only know my own ideas of other people's ideas.
I can regurgitate other people's stuff really well.
I did read some memes today. Let me talk about this very serious issue.
Can we talk about the fact that memes are educating, like, the next generation better than the news are?
It's a new medium of communication. It's always growing and evolving.
I follow an account called History Memes, and I'm starting to find some historical events that I had no idea existed thanks to memes.
Honestly, I feel the same way about TikTok. Like, I had to get more. Mauro was not the biggest fan of TikTok when we were trying. I still kick myself for not pushing us to do TikTok sooner. But I do find myself, TikTok is this sticky vacuum that just sucks you. I had to put an app on my phone to lock it if I'm on it for more than 10 minutes, because otherwise I'm like, there's 3 hours of my day gone. But like, there are some great little pieces of content, like, this is a great little recipe, or this is there's a bunch of great accounts that do really interesting stories about different animals and different species and stuff like that.
Here's a great video by Nathan the Catlady on TikTok. Can you talk about your experience? Oh, what a segue. Can you talk about your experience on TikTok?
Wasn't even planned.
Nicely done. Very smooth. So TikTok for me was like, it was one of those things where I don't usually jump onto the new trends. Like, I started my my MySpace account when Facebook came out, so I'm always behind on that. And this one, TikTok was going and building, and I was like, I should probably do this. Like, I feel like it's going somewhere, and I think
when was this? How long ago was this?
I want to say maybe a year at this point.
Oh wow!
Yeah, like it has not been that long. Yeah, I got in, and in the first couple of months, just like I passed myself up on Instagram in about 3 or 4 months.
Right.
And then the algorithms changed, everything changed, and it was kind of like
Yep.
you know how it goes. And now
Plateau.
I'm still kind of plugging away. Like I just had a video. Of course, it's always the simple videos that take off. I just had a video just crapping on people who don't like cats the other day, basically saying like deal with it. And it's at like 360,000 views and 3,700 comments in like 3 days, and I gained like 10,000 followers. I'm like, oh, all right, well, it's the easy videos that take off.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's been good though. I mean, it's kind of it's opened some doors, but it's also such a different, like a lot of TikTok, the videos that do well are people just talking because people want to hear the end of what they're saying.
Yeah.
So you don't have to be as creative. You just have to get people to watch.
Yeah.
And, I like to make stories and skits, and a lot of people, they just like to see you jiggle or like lip sync. And it's like, and I
see
hate
you jiggle.
I hate
And
honestly, like I scroll through and it's. I was telling Sterling today. I was like, I feel like my TikTok is just titties and kitties. Every video, it's like
I feel like that's actually the internet. That's about 80% of what the internet is.
Titties and kitties a thing? Can we look?
I mean, I have a shirt that says "Show me your kitties." And it's got
that's
2
great.
cats right here.
That's really smart.
It's on NathanTheCatlady.com.
But yeah, the TikTok algorithm.
The domain's
is still
available.
Oh, is
so
it?
I'm gonna go buy that.
Okay, tittiesandkitties.com.
And monetized.
But yeah,
honestly, though, like
TikTok, I have no idea how it works. We still don't know.
Yeah, we deal with the same thing. Like Mauro and I will spend a lot of time on pieces of content. We'll be like, he'll like spend hours editing it. We'll write stuff. We'll just film it, put it out there, flops, and then we'll have like the dumbest video. We'll just go through the roof, and it's just
But
like
you said the last one that gained traction was a video you talking about like making fun of people that hate cats.
Yeah,
you created
no music,
you
nothing.
created a divisive argument between 2 groups of people, and people. You have the people defending your argument, and you have the people that are against it, and then you are able to get that engagement on both sides.
Yeah, make people mad, and that's
So
how
that's
you get your
what we need
content
to do.
go.
You know
That's
what's
what we
funny
need to
though?
do.
I was expecting some people to come at me like, "Oh yeah, I had maybe 3 negative comments that I saw."
Yeah.
And one of them, I was just laughing. I was going to rebuttal because he was like, "Oh," he's like, "Yeah," because I was saying there's a rumor that guys with cats are less masculine, and that's stupid. And he's like, "That's because it's not a rumor, it's true." And I looked at this guy's page, just this big heavyset guy with like weird bangs and like four videos of him like in a chair, like just. I looked at it and I was like, all right, man. Like, I'm not even. Like,
after a while, it's just like, I'm not doing
comment,
this.
Not even worth it.
Yeah, the other negative comment didn't even have a profile photo. So I commented, I just laughed. I was like, it's always the ones without photos that talk the most smack.
It's
like,
so
I'm not worried.
funny.
If you're not even going to show your face, I don't care.
That to me is so funny that people spend probably hours on this app doing exactly that. Just going into videos
it's like
and
YouTube
commenting
comments too.
No, but I feel like TikTok, especially because it's like 10-year-olds and 13-year-olds.
Well, they're monsters.
They are mean.
They are
Teenagers are
they do not
monsters.
They're mean.
I'm going to get in trouble for this one, but kids do not get spanked enough these days because they get away with it.
I say this
talk about this all the
constantly.
time.
I tell my parents, I'm like, you should have hit me.
Yeah.
Like, way more. I think
I got hit. I'm a wonderful human being.
Yeah, like
I got spanked.
No
Yeah,
criminal record.
Broken spoons. On my butt,
I was a bit of a hooligan, and I think I might have been a little bit less of a hooligan if somebody busted out a belt on me every now and then.
Do the
Well, there was always
Yeah.
the threat of it, but I was like, you're not gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then I got big enough,
It
and I
needs
was
to
like,
happen
I'm
at
bigger
least
than you. I
once.
could put you outside. I'm fine. I did that once to my mom. She did not find it funny. I think I was like 14 or 15. I picked her up. I carried her outside and locked her outside the house.
No, but
she was very, very displeased.
I think there's some truth to that
can see
though. And also, I don't blame children for being raised into this.
Children are children. It's not their
but
fault.
Also, they are in a very shallow time to be alive.
I do not envy kids with like having to be on social media.
Grow up with every single social media platform already out and thriving in a multi-billion-dollar corporation that's just there to monetize kids.
Well, from the second they were born,
that's
they've
what I'm
been on
saying.
it. Like, I'm born. Here are my pictures. Like,
it's to me is insane.
It's basically created because they grew up in a one-click get whatever you want. Like I want food.
Yeah.
Click. Done. I want this. Click.
Exactly.
And so when you see people posting like, I disagree with this, they're like, no, you can't do this.
Yeah, this is my space. This is my space.
They get so mad that they're like, no, you have
Yeah.
to agree with me. Like, one click. Why is this not working? And so people get so angry because they're used to just getting whatever they want whenever they want.
Yeah.
It's like Instagram has that new thing now. And for those of you who haven't fixed it, if you go into your settings,
the sensitive
they're limiting
filter?
things that might trigger you. So now it automatically is set to like a high trigger rate, and you have to lower it down because it's like, I'm an adult. I can scroll past it if I don't like it, or I'll unfollow.
Yeah, and you can also hide. You can hide likes and views now. They give you the chance to turn off.
There you
likes
go.
and
Like
views,
it's we're making it such a safe space. It's like everything is going to be in a bubble.
Wait,
like I'm surprised we're not
because
here's
there's
adding
no
more to
this.
there's the instant gratification is what drives these platforms.
Right. So
that's it. That's all it.
This quote encompasses all of this. So
Oh.
hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men, and weak men create hard times. I want to.
That's
That's a direct quote, but
and
this could be men or
encompasses
women.
all walks of life.
Yes,
'Cause it's
inclusive,
humankind.
good, yeah,
Humankind.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
my brother read me that. I think he has it on a poster. I love that quote because it is so true. It's like things get hard, so people they get tough, they fight through it. Then things get easy, everyone gets soft and weak, and everything falls to crap, and then it has to build up again. I think we're at that point, and I think it's getting pretty clear with everybody. Like every week, there's a new protest riot. People are starting to get worked up and again. So
and
The next 10 years are going to be interesting.
If anyone's listening and watching and struggling with some sort of issues stemming from heavy use of social media, heavy use of the internet, we recommend
get off.
you get off of it for a week. It's going to be hard because it literally triggers the same chemical in your brain, which is dopamine, as drugs do, as love does, and you get literally addicted to
oxytocin.
it. What?
Love is oxytocin.
Okay, whatever. You literally get addicted to it. So we recommend if you are going through this, get off for a little bit.
I will.
It's
I
fun.
went to we went to Baltimore. I stopped by Montana because when I filmed a movie there last year, I met this really cool farm family who was like, hey, as long as you're filming a movie, come hang out on the farm, ride horses, blah, blah, blah. And I came really close with them, and they were like, hey, you got to come back and visit. So I stopped by Montana, and aside from filming us and making little short montages for them, my phone was away. We were ATVs, we were hiking, we were horseback riding, everything. I have not been that happy in like 6 years. And yes, it was because I was in a beautiful place, but I know a big chunk of it is I wasn't in this virtual world, having my soul sucked out of me.
You get sucked into it. Like Dan was talking about TikTok. He'll be on it for 2 hours.
Yeah.
Because it is built that way. It's built to leave you
designed
scrolling.
for that. Like I have an ADHD coach that I work with to help me kind of like, so I was on ADHD meds for like my entire life. In the past couple of years, I was taking way too many. So I got off of it. So I'm working with her. And one of the biggest things was like managing my time. So first I implemented, what is it called? Rescue time. I put it on my laptop and my phone. So it tracks basically everything that you're doing. And I was like, all right, let's run it a week and see what I do. The number one goddamn activity was TikTok and Instagram. Those are the top two. I was spending almost 10 hours a week on those two. And I'm running a business that is insanely busy. I do not fucking have 10 hours a week to just throw away. So I threw this other app on it. I'm blanking on the name of it, but it just creates 2 extra steps when you want to use an app. So I have it locked all day. And if I want to use it, I have to unlock the app, and it just lets me do it for 5 minutes. It cut down my usage. I went from over 10 hours to like 2 hours a week. And I was like, I feel better. Like I go on Instagram or I go on TikTok. If I'm on for a little too long, you just get anxious. It's just like, oh shit, well this person's doing this and this person's doing that. And oh, I'm a lazy piece of shit and I got to do this. And I got to do like, it's so like social media, obviously we're all here because we utilize it, and it's an incredible tool. But like anything, it has to be used in moderation. Like you could abuse anything. You have too much water, you can die from it. Social media can be bad for you. Like it's got great applications, but
you want another segue?
Yeah. What?
All right.
Oh, applications.
No. Come on.
Is that
speaking of applications?
Speaking of applications,
there's
You're really good at this today. You're on fire.
There's this app called Tabby Dates.
No way.
And we talked about it. But
Is somebody on the podcast involved?
Yes,
with
I'm involved.
Tabby? Oh, can you tell us more about it?
No, because
Because you lied?
I lied.
Because you're a liar.
Nathan the Cat Lady, can you tell us about Tabby Dates? What is it? Who's it for?
Tabby is the cat person's dating app. So it is literally a dating app strictly for people who love cats. You don't have to own cats. If you have an apartment and you can't have cats there, but you just want to date someone who has cats, you can join the app. But the whole point is to just get rid of, because cat people are shunned. They're like stereotyped. Yes. They're shunned. Even like everyone says like, oh, well, you don't have to deal with that. You're an actor, model, social media. New Year's Eve, I met these two cute blonde girls. I walked up and was talking to one, and my friend was like, oh, yeah, he's a professional cat lady. The one girl said, oh, cute, I grew up with cats. The other girl goes, oh, gross, you have cats? So what, your house like always smells like pee?
Are you kidding me?
And I was like,
he sounds like a garbage
Do
person.
they not know? Do people not know how cats go to the bathroom and what?
I mean,
believe me,
like most animals, they poop or they pee. That's
yeah, but like that's like no. I'm glad you brought that up because that line I've heard it so many times.
Always,
like,
my house smells like
I am a
blueberry
responsible
cheesecake.
cat owner. Yeah, exactly.
It smells like blueberry cheesecake.
How do you get your house to smell like blueberry cheesecake? Let's take a moment for that.
I'm glad you asked. So here's the thing: I have my litter boxes. I have different litter powders and stuff so they don't smell.
Yes.
But to compensate, because I know every person who comes over, the first thing they do is because they're looking, they want to find a hint of cat pee, so they can be like, it smells like pee in here. So I get these wax burners, and they've got blueberry cheesecake scents, and they smell amazing, and it makes your whole apartment smell.
Can you plug that real quick? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna grab it. It's right here.
Yes, go ahead, please, because we're very interested.
We'll drop the Amazon affiliate link into the video.
Literally, I get these at Walmart. They don't pay me. I just love these things. They're little wax cubes, and you put them in the wax burners.
Huh. White berry cheesecake.
Halloween, I've got pumpkin ones too. So, just saying.
Oh my god. We gotta try that because we have the what's it called, the Febreze plug thing.
Those Febreze, see,
they run out in like a week.
I was so gross in college.
Yeah,
I can't smell those anymore. Like we had so many of those in our dorm. I basically, my dorm room was essentially a zoo. I almost lost my housing because of the amount of animals that we had in there.
Nice.
But the smell, because I was a filth monster in my early 20s, we just constantly just kept putting more and more and more of those goddamn Febreze like scent things. I smell them now. I'm like, something has to be gross nearby. I can't be near this.
I will say the Febreze things too. I didn't know this because I was using a lot of Febreze. Apparently, it can be really dangerous for cats to inhale. So I would be careful with those. But these are not like, these only last like, they only will have a smell for like you can only cook them for like 2-4 hours or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it makes your house smell for like the day. So I use it when company's coming over. It's not like a daily thing. But that's the only thing I've gotten that's like made my apartment smell.
When
really
companies is coming over, like a date from Tabby.
Like a date from Tabby when you want your house to smell like blueberry cheesecake.
How much is Tabby paying you for this?
I don't know.
I didn't get the same check you got.
I wanted to keep talking about Tabby because we went on a little tangent.
Yeah, we did. I'm sorry. I do that.
Go ahead. Tell us more about Tabby.
So Tabby, lots coming for Tabby. Temporarily for this week, we are in a big transition. I love to talk about more, but we're in a huge transition. We're in a huge transition, but huge things coming for the app. Like the original app we had that everyone kind of knew and started with is going to be, it's going to basically be a carriage to like a Lamborghini compared to what we've got coming in the next week or so. And it's going to be huge. So keep an eye out. You can still, I would follow Tabby Dates on Instagram because they're going to let you know as soon as it's ready. Follow me. I'll let you know as soon as things are ready, but it's huge changes coming. But yeah, I'm really excited about it because it's going to take off in some big ways. And it's just going to be nice for people to have like a safe place where they can go and be like, yeah, I have 6 cats, and they're not going to get, crapped all over. Like
that's what we were talking about, how significant an idea like that is, because you cut through so much clutter that way. Because, like you said, some people are turned off by it. Even people that don't like dogs,
It's mainly people with bad
the
taste.
counterpart app, Dig, Digdates.com.
Dig dates, yep.
Yep.
You sure you're not getting paid?
I'm good at the plug, but yeah, no, it's important because this wasn't a thing like even 5 years ago when the dating apps were starting to come out. Like 6 years ago it was just Tinder, and Match and them, and now you're having this sort of like more niche dating apps where you can create more meaningful connections if you do find the right community. And I think it's a great idea.
I also feel like it's one of those ideas where it's like you hear about it, you're like, oh shit, this is the first time
this
is
wasn't
being
a thing
done.
Already.
It's such like a simple idea, and it's just looking around like nobody made this.
No one thought
Am I
about
the only one who thought of this? Like,
It's like tittiesandkitties.com. Like, how has no one thought of this already?
Oh my god.
coming soon to an internet near you.
That's like a strip club where you get to also pet cats. It's
Real-
like a cat cafe with a street club.
Real quick though, I did want to fact check
Hold
the fact check the Febreze thing. This is according to the ASPCA. I do not know if they have any ties to whoever owns Febreze, but says contrary to rumors alleging that Febreze causes serious illness or death in pets, our veterinary toxicology experts at the APCC regard Febreze fabric freshener products to be safe.
The fabric freshener.
The fabric freshener spray.
Yeah.
So I don't know if actual Febreze is an issue.
Okay.
So make sure to do your homework, ladies
Same
and
with all
gentlemen.
Do
the
your
other
own
brands.
research.
Yeah,
I'm
same
not
with
a
all the
vet.
other brands.
Yeah.
We're not
I know
vets, we're
about
not
as
doctors.
much. Yeah, I know about as much of this as I know about politics. So I'm just telling you what I heard. So don't
So
come at
politics.
me.
Let's talk about politics, race, and religion.
Let's
Ready?
talk about
Go.
everything. Go.
Sweet. Let's
End the
get me
podcast.
canceled in 5 seconds.
End of podcast.
Oh, you didn't see that we got a hype button.
I saw that. I saw him putting that down. I was like, what is that for?
Yeah, that is our very obnoxious.
BuzzFeed decided to hook. Yeah, they decided to hook us up with a bunch of hype buttons, and we're like, "What's this for?" They're like, "Just use it at your discretion."
Just abuse this so people hate you.
Done. Hype
So
it up.
Nathan, where can people find you, and at what?
I've made it pretty easy. Nathan the Cat Lady, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. NathanTheCatLady.com for shirts and merch and all that good stuff, or
merch
after party
is great.
tickets if you want to join on a Wine Wednesday.
Oh yeah, what is
all
Wine
on it.
Wednesday for
Yeah,
everybody?
talk about Wine Wednesday. real
Oh,
quick.
yeah.
Because it sounds amazing.
So Wine Wednesday, every Wednesday at 6:30 Pacific Standard Time, I host a live stream where I ride a hoverboard, wear a bathrobe, and drink a bottle of wine and live stream. It's kind of evolved now. People send me costumes every week. So far I've been Ace Ventura, a cop, a boxer, average Joe from Dodgeball. So every week, it's a giant squirrel. Someone sent me a big inflatable squirrel suit, and I ride the hoverboard in these costumes. So it's kind of fun. And then that goes till 8. And then those who want, there's 20 tickets available for an after party.
Ooh.
And Sterling jumps in most nights, and it's just a
Oh my
Zoom
God.
party. And we just all keep drinking, and we play games like Never Have I Ever, and just get super tipsy and just joke around. So it's kind of like a meet and greet, which is nice. So, and then we're also this Saturday coming up. Every once in a while we do a Mimosa Saturday because we have so many people overseas that they're
right.
like, I can't stay up that late. Like that's 3 a.m. So at 10 a.m. on Saturday, I'll start drinking champagne, hop on the hoverboard, and then we do this. It's the same thing. It's just morning on Saturday for the overseas people.
You are living our future dream. That's what we want.
Getting drunk and talking to people on the internet?
Yeah, that's basically what
It's
we
kind
want.
of
We could do that right now if we want.
I mean, we did that with BuzzFeed. We had whiskey and
You think
talked
this is
about
water?
Amazon.
I am inebriated right now.
Oh, mine's just water. I gotta learn how to.
Slacking.
just
Am I the
water?
only one drinking water right now?
I got whiskey and Pedialyte.
Yeah,
It's an interesting combination.
that's a great combination. I
Yeah,
love that.
it offsets
Stay
the
hydrated.
dehydration.
This episode is brought to you by Liquid IV.
Also, Nathan, you've done a lot of work
yeah.
with different organizations. Can you name a few so we can give them a shout out for all the
Yeah.
amazing work they do?
Absolutely. Cat Cafe Lounge, a nonprofit that I've been doing a lot of work with. Stray Cat Alliance, Kitten Rescue LA, SNPLA, Best Friends, worked with them a lot. ASPCA, like I've been working with a lot of them, and they are all doing amazing things. So But
Go
those are probably the
support
main
all of
ones
these
that-
Yeah, if anyone wants to
organizations.
get involved, check out
Yeah.
any of these organizations, or go to your local cat shelter and look at some kitties and maybe adopt one, because
We are also in kitten season right now, so
Yes.
they all need fosters. Like, I know in California alone, they end up putting down like 10,000 kittens a year
Yeah.
because they don't have fosters. So all you got to do is just have a room in your house that they can stay, and you can feed them. Play
Yeah.
with them and feed them. That's all you need to do, and then they'll get adopted.
Kittens are amazing. Also, I got to find the picture.
what picture?
So when you scruff a cat to,
yes.
to hold them, but if you
Yeah.
scruff a kitten, they curl up in these little adorable balls when you do it. So I think there's a picture somewhere out there of me pretending to be a mama cat and holding a little baby kitten in
your
my
mouth.
mouth. I got to find that picture. So that's
would
going to
like to
go
see that.
right there.
Are we ending with that?
I feel like
With that photo?
Yeah, do you want to
That's
end
a
with
good-
that? I mean, this
Nathan,
is,
do you have anything
solid
else?
this is really about Nathan though. Like a lot of this is
I don't know if I
about
can.
me.
I don't know if I can match that.
Yeah.
I will
an
see you
amazing
one
photo.
kitten in my mouth. How many kittens can you hold in your mouth?
My record's 3, but I didn't take a picture of it. So.
You had the Guinness representative there just as a witness. You didn't,
Yeah,
you didn't
exactly.
need a photo.
Just whoop, big old cat. Yeah,
I think that's the perfect place to end.
Yeah, there you go.
that's exactly.
Nathan, thank you so much. This has been wonderful.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, you're a wonderful human being. I
Absolutely.
feel people need to understand that cat people are just as amazing as dog people, if not more.
Cat people are people too.
Cat people are people too.
That's my value add for the day.
That
Yeah.
science. I
Oh,
like
we
that.
should make a shirt.
Cat people are people too.
Yeah.
Cat people are people too.
Nice.
Available at
It, like,
animalspodcast.com
It rolls off the tongue like Nathan the Cat Lady. Nathan the Cat Lady.
on everything.
On everything. Thank you so much, Nathan.
Yep,
Nathan, you're amazing.
absolutely. Thanks for having me, guys. This was fun.